I think we all know the cosplay.
Yeah. I guess we should start off. This is Oliver. He's the one that's basically running this panel. I'm Angel. I'm helping speak for him. That's Avery, my man right there. Marco, Winnie, and we'll talk about, what do you guys want to talk about first in season 4? Like, what do you guys think you would be expecting?
Twilight or Rainbow Dash episode?
Calm down, one at a time.
I mean, this is with the whole thing of how the Wonderbolts Academy in season 3 was like Rainbow Dash's lessons all bunched into one, and it just showed how much more of a developed character she is. I would really like to see her become a Wonderbolt.
Well, that actually is true because she's one of the very few characters that actually did accomplish what their dream was. So that is a possibility.
Yes.
And well, don't you guys think that one of the Cutie Mark Crusaders would get one of their Cutie Marks?
Oh,
Seriously?
Speaking of that, I would like to see a Cutie Mark Crusaders where I guess 2 of them get their Cutie Marks and one of them gets left out, feels left out. I guess in the end they get theirs.
Left out because Scootaloo does technically do have her power and her talent.
I would say I would like to see Apple Bloom left out because it's pretty much shown that out of the 3 Crusaders, Apple Bloom's the most desperate to get hers.
Yeah, Apple Bloom doesn't really have it. You can't really see it now. Yeah, you know, it's speculation, but only Red was actually intended to be what would like not be able to fly? What would that word be? If she would not be able to fly,
well, I think her Cutie Mark would technically be maybe something about her wings. Once she gets like her ability to fly, she'll automatically find out what her Cutie Mark is.
Maybe a
So in season 4, maybe she'll end up flying maybe close to as fast as Fluttershy.
I want to see a Scootaloo and Rainbow Dash.
Yeah.
There already was one. Well, that was. Doesn't mean we can't have more, but I want to see where their relationship is.
Hey, John.
Well, don't y'all think some of the other side characters should be in the shows too? Like Octavia.
My friend does.
I can't really explain. Actually, I hear that. Fluttershy's background story doesn't really explain so much. Well, one of the characters that might actually have like their own episode, like just showing her background of her life, what happened to her parents, is Scootaloo. Don't y'all think? Because like she's like the only one without a family.
Yeah. Well, that we've seen most of their parents.
Yeah.
We don't see the last year. They were asleep.
She's like Fluttershy's house. I'm a chicken shoot.
No,
I'm a story.
There's actually a theory about Pegasus and their families. Like you don't really see any parents or any Pegasus in the show, and Scootaloo is a Pegasus.
Well, they did have one example.
I just like saying that.
So that kind of, I think that kind of. Unless, what's going on?
If anyone else was an alicorn, who do you think would be next?
Everyone's
Well, it was speculated that they might all get their all become an alicorn. I don't remember where I got this information, but maybe Rainbow Dash might be first because like she adapted to a lot of things really quickly, and I'm thinking if she got her horn too, she would be pretty well adapted to it.
There was this whole story about 2 different types of breed of alicorns. Luna and Celestia being purebred alicorns.
Could you stand up and you talk so we can hear you?
Luna and Celestia being purebred alicorns, and then Twilight and Cadence, who were made into an alicorn, they are a different kind of alicorn who are not immortal like Celestia and Luna. And if you don't know, there was this book called like The Crystal Heart or something like that. And that had shown that Cadence was originally a Pegasus, and then she had mastered the magic of love, and she ascended to the rank of an alicorn.
That's actually a good thought.
And that has been accepted as canon by Hasbro.
It has.
At least I know that.
How about the movie Equestria Girls? Did any of y'all
Oh my God.
I've seen it.
I've never seen it.
Don't say it. Raise your hand if you don't want to talk about it.
Okay,
Raise your hand if you do want to talk about it. I thought it was
okay.
the majority votes. No one was. Wait, I need to say something. Keep calm. Put her on.
Just stop right now.
First episode of season 3.
This is one thing I want to say about it, girls. Final Scratch shows her eyes. They finally show her eyes. I'm like, oh my god, what is this? What's with her eyes? They
They showed it in season 3 too. She looked at her eyes red.
Yeah, so like,
Well, actually, a lot of people got it.
In season 3, they made references to a couple of outside countries. For example, Saddle Arabia. I'd like to see them travel out to another country outside of Equestria.
That actually drives the very thought that we should bring up. They did talk a lot about other countries. Yeah, Maine had. I'd like to see that.
Can we just Philadelphia?
Equestria puns for different countries in the world. Because I have one for Japan called Dragon. It makes sense because it's dragons in Japan.
So Spike is Japanese.
Yes.
Dragon.
Makes sense.
Also, just speaking about Spike, they also might speculate something about Spike because they really never gave the origination, like where his egg came from. They really never told anything about him.
Yeah, it's just that.
Well, the mommy dragon and the daddy dragon love each other very much.
Next question. Does anyone have any questions?
Actually, in season 4, not much of a question, but in season 4, is there any kind of grudge match that you would like to see, like, explored or made?
Yeah.
For a grudge match, the closest thing would be Rainbow Dash and Applejack when they had the Iron Hoof competition. But other than that, there's not really much of anyone else, I think, that would.
I want to see them explore more on Rainbow Dash and Gilda.
Almost like
I actually heard Gilda was going to do something back.
let them do it. They talk about the Lakers trees.
That's what I heard.
Do any of you think that any of the bad guys or the antagonists in the story would any of them would all become friends with everyone at some point in the story?
Amigo evil.
Well, I actually had an idea, why wouldn't the Film Gun Brothers come back for revenge like Tootsie did? Like maybe try chopping down all the trees with new machine that they made.
Because they're all about money.
Because she wants to rule the question. She doesn't have to
Tree
do
chopper 6,000.
The retreat task at 9,000. Over 9,001.
He's overpowered.
Alright, do any of you think that Derpy's going to be coming back in season 4?
Yes.
Raise your hand if you like Derpy. Just love you guys. Any haters in the audience?
They were assimilated.
Why? Why?
Trying to stay dirty.
We're trying to say the speculation and why?
I actually do have
I need some national
somewhat
matches.
speculation of what might happen next season. remember from the Dragon Quest episode, I think that those bully dragons possibly might come back to maybe either harass Spike or the Spike help them learn lessons about being friends and what true friends are. That's just my speculation.
Well, if you think about it, it could happen, but remember, it's a kids' TV show. They wouldn't put too much into violence.
They've already done bullying twice in the show, so I don't see why the third time would
They already showed. They already did like put a lot of violence.
I know, but like, if you think about it, it's like just lessons. Those are like complete lessons. What would you learn from someone coming back for revenge? Think about it. Unless you want to call the negative side of the Avengers Initiative in My Little Pony World. So yeah, don't.
I got a question. Who's the best pony?
Thinking.
Crackles!
Wrong channel. Wrong channel.
Guys, I heard Luna all at once.
Alright, raise your hand if you like Twilight Sparkle as your favorite.
Wait, Angel. Like we.
Raise your hand if you like Scootaloo.
What is our favorite thing?
Well, personally, my favorite pony is. But my favorite one is. Technically, it's Babseeds, obviously. But because she is pretty, like, much like exactly as the Cutie Mark Crusaders. And she's just someone who was bullied through life. I mean, I've been bullied through my life and I've accomplished a lot so far. And she just became good automatically. Like, with no question, she became a good friend. So, Babseeds, everyone.
Well, I can't really decide because I have three favorites. That would be Derpy, Vinyl, and Luna. But I would say Vinyl is my favorite because she does like dubstep, and who doesn't like that stuff?
Yeah, just the haters.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
Okay, personally, I have a lot of favorite ponies too, but I'd say my ultimate favorite is Rainbow Dash. I love how she can be really tough, but then also she's very caring. It's just that sometimes I hate when people like make stories of her and they say like, oh, she's mean, she's a show-off. She's not a show-off. She just sometimes likes to brag a lot. Yes.
I was actually thought it didn't say anything. No, read that while listening to.
You want to listen to the Dead Island trailer music for every 2 hours straight.
Oh,
What?
don't do that,
I have to say that my favorite pony is Princess Luna.
What? We didn't hear that.
My favorite pony is Princess Luna.
Yeah!
She's just an interesting character, but not a lot of background with her. I've
Alright, you can stand up.
Well, personally, my favorite pony has to be Vinyl Scratch because dubstep has been my favorite genre ever since I figured out about it. And a little loud.
Scratch plays dubstep.
Well, electro and stuff. So yeah.
Techno, disco.
So personally, I like basically every pony, but actually my favorite pony would be Luna because she does have a lot of backstory that's still like unwritten except for Nightmare Moon.
Alright, so we got two people raising their hands for.
I have a question for the young lady here. You said that she's not a show-off. Would you say some more about what the difference between, you said she's not a show-off, she's only something like that.
Yeah, she's just
Did you stand up and
like, for me personally, I can relate to Rainbow Dash. Sometimes I do what she does. I feel confident about something, but then I realize I can't really do it. Like, Rainbow Dash thought she would be able to make it to Wonderbolt's Academy, but then she realized, wait, if I have to be mean like that to get in, I don't want to do that. Like, with me, I would do the exact same thing, because if I'm with a partner who's mean and she's treating all my friends mean like that, I wouldn't do it. But what I see online, people keep saying she brags about herself. She thinks she's the best pony. No, she's not. She just likes getting attention, you know?
Do you think she likes that the attention she wants is positive? A positive
Usually,
thing for her?
well, from what I see, we don't know her backstory. If we have her backstory, we could find out why she likes all this attention. But for now, I really don't know what she thinks about all the attention. But there was this one episode where they introduced Ne'er-do-well, which showed a lot of her attention, like why does she do that and everything. But if we did have more of her backstory, we would probably know why she likes all that attention.
So you don't see, so her wanting attention, you don't see as a bad thing?
Well, sometimes maybe, like that one episode featuring Ne'er-do-well, then I thought that was like way too much attention. But overall, I don't think it's that bad.
We all want attention. Yeah. Thank you.
Alright, so do any of you think season 4 is going to be better than season 3?
Yes.
Alright, what would you guys basically be expecting? Would you be expecting more action, romance, drama? Explain.
Well, especially kids.
No, we've already started.
Can you turn around?
Oh, sure. So for season 4, I definitely like to see more action adventure. Personally, my favorite episodes are the season openers and finales where they actually have to go through some sort of trial or go on some sort of adventure and actually have to use their talents together, and it actually helps them expand and grow as a group, and I'd like to see a lot more of that.
Me personally, I would like to see more of those rival things, sort of like Trixie, Gilda, the Flintstone Brothers, more stuff like that, because those, in my opinion, are my favorite episodes. Because it like brings a new thing. Instead of just like fighting a big Hydra or a monster you generically expect, they have like these different style things where they solve more normal-ish problems.
Characters with personality.
Yeah, characters with personality.
So basically you would be expecting more drama and competition with the main characters.
Yeah.
Being a big theater nerd that I am, and I know this is being kind of shown sometimes, I'm hoping to see more like references to musicals and such things like that. Like the Super Speedy Cider Speedy 6000 song is actually inspired by "You Got Trouble" from the Music Man, and if you listen carefully to the little background music, you can tell that's songs from. Or it's tunes from other songs from musicals. Like, I believe there's one in the Sleepless in Ponyville where it is the tune to I can't remember which song it was, but it's from Into the Woods.
Would you like us to put on the song so we can like see if your speculation is right?
Is the song Into the Woods?
No, it's not the song.
No, like the
it's just,
Flintstone
it's
Brothers,
just a
like-
tune. If you listen carefully, you come to the background. It's just a tune to it's not the end. Cinderella sings it in the Woods. It's just like.
I wish.
What? No, it's not I wish. It's the
Children will listen?
yeah, that one. That's the one.
That sounds like a fun movie.
It's Stephen Sondheim. He's a genius.
And that's the song you hear back in this.
Yeah, and you can hear it briefly like that tune. That tune you can hear in the background of that episode. I believe it's in the part where Rainbow Dash is, or when Scootaloo is confessing that she was really scared of.
Oh no, yeah, I totally didn't know that, man.
And of course, it's the big obvious one of in Student for Success, which is referencing to Sunday Department Joy, which is the song is Achievement Together. What's the name of the song? It's also in the
Art of the Dress.
musical.
It is Art of the Dress.
Yeah, Art of the Dress is the same as Stitching Them Together song. Yeah, you have to be a theater nerd like I am. I'm sorry. You can probably
It's interesting.
yeah, since you have your computer, like if you could find Sunday Department George Stitching Them Together, then you'll be like, oh my gosh, that is Art of the Dress right there.
Which songs?
Stitching it together?
Yeah, but you see the bunch of like dun 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 dun.
So which songs exactly do you want us to play?
If you play Fall Straight to Canada, that'd be great. But the one that I was planning to play would be Stitching Them Together from Sunday in the Park with George. Great musical, totally check it out. One of the Western known.
Also, do any of you think that Sweetie Belle's cutie mark would be singing?
Right here.
Yes. Because she does sing a lot in the story, and she does kind of get better and kind of get worse a little bit at the same time.
Trial and error.
That wasn't Michelle Creeper.
I actually saw it last night.
I think it's just because it was the style, it wasn't in words. I heard once that Apple Bloom's cutie mark is just going to be a picture of Apple Bloom staring at her plate, and if you look closely at the cutie mark, then it's Apple Bloom.
So, cutieception, basically.
Okay, do you think there should be more episodes where Big Macintosh talks?
No.
I want to hear him say show. Yes, hear him say
The Stallions of Equestria panel that I was just at, Junior actually said that he sometimes wishes that he had more lines sometimes, but he's like...
You wished you had Pinky's lines.
Yeah. Pinky's lines, practically.
He did talk in Apple Book season. He actually did talk a lot and
Apple Bucks are confidential.
Well, he needs his own song. That's what he really wants. His own song.
If you ever saw
Do any of you guys think that Sweetie Belle and Rarity will have like another episode to themselves, like of them bonding?
I think they already bonded enough.
They should do another Scootaloo and Rainbow Dash episode.
Well, Scootaloo and Rainbow Dash, actually, I'm thinking they will, like, this is no guarantee, but I think they should, like, put, like, an episode for Rainbow Dash, Scootaloo, just, like, to completely bond. Scootaloo ends up learning how to fly, and just, like, just gets a lot better and trains a lot with Rainbow Dash. That's what I'm thinking that would happen in one of the episodes.
But if Scootaloo knows how to fly, how would she use Scootaloo?
She uses her wings to power her Scootaloo.
But then she was like that.
She didn't double
Do it like E.T.
He was
Not to break anyone's bubble or anything, but Scootaloo was designed to not fly. So I think she's got to fly.
Yeah. She sort of fly. There's speculating about her false that she has. I don't think there's time she can't fly. I gotta get actual I don't know if this is relevant because but I have a theory of why Scootaloo can't fly using science. It's not about chance. She's a Pegasus, and so far in the show, all we've seen is that that the characters, like their parents, are the exact same race of pony. I think that's their cakes. Some are cakes, but I think it's different. I mean, with Rarity, you can't see her dad's.
Well, it's fine. Well, but what I think is that Scootaloo's parents, like her dad is probably a Pegasus, while her mom is a unicorn, and well, no, not unicorn, Earth pony. I don't know what's name there. And the way how genes work is that. Yes, you put square stuff like that. But I think that she got the wings, but she has the physique of a Earth pony. That's why, because if you remember in Sleepless in Ponyville, she gets scared and jumps up to a cloud, hangs onto it, and then the cloud disappears and she falls. Well, the cloud wouldn't have been able to disappear and break off like that.
She slipped off.
Yeah, she broke off.
She broke off.
Well, she shouldn't have slipped off either. How's our bendy?
How about we change to a more interesting topic? How about we talk about Twilight becoming an alicorn in the first place? How was y'all's reaction to that? Raise your hand if you liked that.
I say friendship.
Okay,
Raise your hand if you didn't like
There's gonna be tons of one. the friendship magic shall be done with.
Do you guys think that Twilight will learn how to use her wings pretty fast and like become more?
I think she's gonna lose her wings actually.
Yeah,
she's gonna give her wings away.
Maybe want to say friends or something like that.
No.
Twilight becoming an alicorn was obviously pre-staged from the beginning of season 3. I can argue there's threads of it going back to the beginning of season 1, although that's debatable, but it's very obvious in the Crystal Empire episode.
Why would
Well,
you
no, because in the Crystal Empire episodes, Celestia is talking to Luna about how Twilight will soon be ready. And it was very obviously pre-staging the eventual development at the end of the season, which becomes an alicorn.
Well played, M.A. Larson. Well played.
My theory is that Luna and Celestia are training Cadence and Twilight as successors to them, but that could be completely off base.
You know, but they're immortal.
Well, no, we don't know that. They're very long lived. They may not be immortal.
Technically, Twilight and Princess Cadence are sisters now. And
Yes. See.
So I guess that was really true.
And Cadence has a lot of light themes in her, so she could represent the dawn, while Twilight represents the sunset. So you get a similar duality. I could be completely off base.
So you're saying that that Celestia raises the sun, Luna raises the moon, and Twilight paints the sunset while
Cadence is the sunrise. Yes. Yes, basically.
Hey guys, can you wrap this up? We don't have much time left. We're gonna answer a few questions. You first.
You said something about like that would mean like Twilight and Cadence are sisters. Wouldn't that mean that like Cadence is married to Twilight's brother? So that would be weird family stuff.
No, they're sisters. Okay, they were friends when they were little, and she became her sister when she married.
Sister-in-law. Sister-in-law.
So if my memory is correct, one of the writers wrote that Twilight will not outlive her friends, which means that either they will be alicornated or that she is not immortal. And if she's not immortal, that means she cannot take over for Celestia or Luna for very long. But that also means that if she is immortal, that means that the rest are going to become immortal.
That makes sense. Because we don't know Cadence
That's
is
like
like
a very good topic.
We don't know Cadence is like.
I just usually talk about it.
Alright, we're gonna just play some songs for the remainder period and ask like maybe a few questions. Like, who needs to ask the questions? Any specific question? No one? You?
I want to make a statement. Well, now that Twilight has wings, I'm seeing that they're gonna have a new intro for the show.
Well, I already saw the intro, and it was kind of a fail because in the demo intro, her wings kept coming off. Like they put like tape on them.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Which is pretty funny. Did you have a question?
Do you believe that Cadence is also immortal?
That's gonna.
Well, Cadence is a powerful alicorn, but I'm not 100% sure if she's immortal.
You've seen her age because she was an alicorn when she was baby, so in Twilight she seemed to be like a teenager, but now she seems to be an adult, so she does age. It's once the only adult seems to age.
Alright, last question.
Do you think that Discord might make a reappearance in the show? Because when he took good, you hardly ever saw him again.
That is the last question. Alright, Discord is really now technically good, but he did leave a hint. He said he will be good most of the time. So he might end up like losing it for a little bit if he's reminded of his past or something like that. So Discord, I think, will make a reappearance, either helping Princess Celestia or causing chaos for Twilight and his messing.
It didn't show like that much of what's gonna happen Discord, so I'm guessing they're gonna make another episode.
Let's go to San Diego Parkway, it's right there. I'll
Joe
give you a
tells
run
us what more they're gonna do.
Who do you guys have anything now? Who wants to hear the music Discord Eurobeats? Alright, raise your hand if you want to listen to a Eurobeat song. like from the Living Tombstone.
Let's play some ponies.
How about from the Wooden Toaster?
Rainbow Factory.
No.
No.
Kids love it.
The Rainbow Factory song.
Technically, totally swing how you swing.
Oh my gosh.
You know what song I wanted to play though?
What?
A Tropical Op. 3.
Oh yeah, I like that song.
I am Octavia.
Tapping tickets.
You know what that's
Cruise our panel.
I haven't heard the original song.
Britney Spears song called Titanium.